Most sink-based cabinets come with this door front. It's a fake door front because you can't use it because the sink is in the way. But you actually can use them using tip-out trays and hinges. Problem is that they are a bear to install. But this set here, this Rev-A-Shelf, comes with this template that makes it really easy to install these. And so in today's video, I will be going over the process on how to install tip-out tray hinges and the trays themselves. This set comes with 2 sets of tip-out hinges and also 2 14-inch trays. You can buy these trays to fit your particular size. I was just going through, and the price of this for 2 sets of hinges and 2 trays was $20 at Lowe's. Kind of can't beat that deal, so I went with that. Might buy some longer trays. I did see some that was about 12 inches, which will, if I put 2 of them, they'll fit perfect. I'll put the link here of that on the screen. But yeah, we're gonna get right into the process. These are the basic tools you'll need, kind of self-explanatory. The biggest thing was this template. This template here has all of the holes that you would need. Then you tear out this middle piece there, and that goes for the drawer. The sets of hinges comes with a pack of screws for your door, and then it comes with a pack of screws for your frame. On the hinges is labeled left and right. If you haven't taken off your false drawer front, great, you are ahead of the game, because what you need to do is you need to go underneath, take a pencil and mark the inside where that frame hits that that drawer front, and just mark that all the way around. You can make sure the mark is heavy so you'll be able to see it if your cabinets are dark, but mark that all the way around. That is so important. Actually, it's vital to the installation of this. So mark that all the way around and then take off your door front. Now, if you're in a situation where you already taken off your door front and you haven't marked the back, then you're gonna have to do that. And this will give you a good idea of what you're doing on the back there. You're just taking your pencil and just marking here, marking it all the way around, but you're marking it on the back of your door front. So if you like me and have already taken this off, because we were painting the cabinet, so we had to take these off, then what you need to do is position it back on, kind of like looking at your edges, then going underneath, making sure your reveal's okay. This is too high up. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit here. That looks good. I'm gonna put a level on it. That level looks good. I can actually measure. Here I got about 1.5 inches heavy. I'm keeping pressure on this so it don't fall. Got 1 9/16 inches. That looks pretty good. Once it's on there where you want it, keep pressure on it. Now you have to take your pencil and, just like we talked about, mark that back edge. You can see the pencil line where I marked all around. This step is super important, so take an arrow, mark where the top of the drawer is, so when you get ready to use the template, you know the top versus the bottom. When I took off my drawer front, I had this staple that was left over, so that's where these pliers come in. I just need to take that out. With the provided template, I'm just going to set this at the bottom corner. This is the left side. And then along this edge, making sure that it's flush to the edge, you want to mark this hole and this hole. Then you want to take and pre-drill in that mark. This way your screws are gonna go. I'm gonna do the same thing for the right side. On the left side, I was on this side. On the right side, I wanna be on this side. Don't make the mistake of using the same side and going on that edge. You have to make sure that you're on the outer edge. You can see the pencil line that I used to go mark the outside edge. Here I got a good corner. When I go on this side, I'm all over the place. So I don't know exactly what happened, but we need to make sure that our bottom corners and our top corners, but more so your bottom corners, are like this. I'm talking about the line that you marked versus like this. Considering I've already taken it out, I'm just going to use the tray as a straight line, sort of find where I was on and follow that line through. Now I have a good corner that I can go off on. With the template, you basically take the template, put it in the bottom left corner, like so. Mark your 2 marks. And the same thing on the right side. Put it right in the corner and mark your 2 holes. And they gave you 2 sets of screws. One is a 3/4 inch screw to go into your frame. The other one is a 1/2 inch screw that goes into your front. The reason why that's 1/2 inch because typically your door front is only going to be 3/4 of an inch thick. And so when you go to drill or make your pilot holes, you don't want to drill through your drawer front, right? So be cognizant of that. They do make tips for drill bits where you can put this on here, tighten it up, and that way it'll stop you from going through. You can use a marker, mark on there, a 1/2 inch or whatever the case is. For me, I'm just going to go with it because I typically know, but just make sure that you don't drill through your drawer front. So remember they gave you a left hinge and a right hinge. This is left, that's right. But when you're putting it down, you need to install the right hinge on this side and the left hinge on that side. There is some adjustment left and right where you can move that over. But basically, you want that hinge right on the outside of the outline of the drawer front. These notches here will tell you where to mount this shelf. I'm putting this shelf in the middle, and so I need to set this along the top edge that we penciled out. Then right here at this notch, I make a line. That's telling me where the top of this tray is going to be. Now I'm going to put this 14-inch tray in the middle, and so I need to measure the middle of the tray, which I've already done. This is a 14-inch tray, 7 inches to the middle. And then the middle of this drawer front as well, make a mark in the middle. Put the tray where that template line told me to put it at, and at the middle. Now I mark the holes, pre-drill. You want to put this tray on where this tray can slide out. So you want to snug these up where it's snug, but not too snug where it just comes out so easy. But you can still take the tray out. Even though we pre-drilled, I would highly recommend taking a screw, going through your pre-drill, and then taking that screw out. That way when we go to put this on, we already got a pre-threaded hole and we're not fighting it. Do the same thing to the other side. To actually install the drawer front back, I highly recommend using a regular screwdriver instead of the drill. These hinges, sort of like, being that way, being this way, right? So what you want to do, that first hole that you made, the top hole, you want to have that one on this hole. It's also good to use a magnetic tip screwdriver. That way you can hold the screw. And that's why I say run that screw through first, because it's a lot easier to use a screwdriver doing it that way. I'm not tightening up all the way because I might need to make some adjustments. And for the bottom one, it does have an adjustment up and down again. But by us pre-drilling, I don't know if you can see it, but the hole is right there. So it takes a little bit of finagling to get it in there. And that's it. What you're going for is you want to make sure that you're flush. Now you just want to test it just to make sure it's closing good. Now we install our tray. Snug. Take your nubby and you can snug it up a little bit more if you want. Now I did notice these were painted cabinets recently, so kind of scraped the paint off there. So I need to touch that up. I'll touch up a couple other spots. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I made sense of the instructions. If you want to see the video on how I painted these kitchen cabinets, this was the before and this is the after, then please check out that video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Appreciate you sticking around for this one. Until the next time. Hey.